Few developments have helped government agencies innovate faster or more effectively than the evolution of the cloud. I'm Wyatt Cash at Scoop News Group, and here to talk about the cloud's impact on the public sector and Amazon's approach to innovation is Dave Levy, Vice President for U.S. Government, Nonprofit, and Healthcare at Amazon Web Services. Dave, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here, Wyatt.
Well, let me ask first, what are some of the most notable examples of how the cloud is enabling government agencies to make innovative and more significant improvements in the services that they deliver to the public?
Sure. Well, one notable example and a really good one is the AWS Open Data Sponsorship Program is now hosting the National Institutes of Health Sequence Read Archive, SRA data. The SRA is one of the oldest and largest genomic sequencing repositories in the world. Older sequencing repositories weren't made specifically for next generation sequencing data, and the repositories that rival SRA in size are actually mostly mirrors of the SRA. This was set up by an international consortium that wanted to minimize latency to users accessing this data all over the world. There are other repositories such as the European Nucleotide Archive, or ENA, and the DNA Data Bank of Japan. And genomic sequencing data is important because it helps scientists understand how DNA can dictate things like an individual's appearance or behavior and disease risk. As an example, common conditions such as diabetes, depression, and cancer all have known genetic contributions. And the scientific community encourages the reuse of genetic data because it reduces the overall cost of data generation and ensures that discoveries can be replicated by other scientists. So major research funding agencies such as NIH and the Department of Defense recommend a few repositories to store genomic data so that it can be accessed and reused by others. SRA is one of these recommended repositories, and SRA data is managed by the National Institutes of Health National Center for Biotech Information. So with AWS, it will be freely accessible through the AWS Open Data Sponsorship Program, and I think this is a great example of how cloud is enabling agencies to make innovative and really vastly improve what they deliver to the public.
Agencies continue to kind of struggle with cultural and budgetary and workforce constraints that they deal with regularly. How is AWS helping agencies overcome some of those challenges?
Well, in order to keep up with the changes in technology, it's important to build an IT workforce that understands what the new technologies are and help them stay ahead of the technology curve. At reInvent 2020, we announced that by 2025, AWS will help 29 million people globally grow their technical skills with free cloud computing skills training. So we are investing hundreds of millions of dollars to provide free cloud computing skills training to people from all walks of life and all levels of knowledge in more than 200 countries and territories around the world. And we will provide training opportunities through existing AWS design programs, as well as new courses to meet a wide variety of schedules and learning goals. And the training ranges from self-paced online, designed to help individuals update technical skills, to intensive upskilling that can lead to new jobs in the technology industry. We also offer AWS Educate, which is our global initiative to provide students and educators with access to our technology to accelerate cloud-related learning and help train the cloud IT workforce. More than 1 million students in over 200 countries have enrolled in AWS Educate since its launch, and we have over 3,500 institutions as members of AWS Educate. We also have our cloud learning pathways, and they offer learning tracks made up of 30 plus hours of curriculum across job families like cloud architect and software developer, and a job board with internships and entry-level cloud jobs from employers around the world. For example, the NIH used a learning pathway for researchers as part of their science and technology research, infrastructure for discovery, experimentation, and sustainability, or STRIDES initiative. We created the AWS Government Executive Education Program. It's a 4-day MBA style course for government leaders that shares insights from previous government transformations and digital transformation. These are just a few examples of how we're able to help customers grow and innovate and build a pipeline of talent to really help address the 21st century workforce.
Well, that commitment to education is really impressive. I know AWS also works with a lot of partner companies as well as with agencies directly to help them innovate. What new capabilities are you seeing that agencies should be aware of as they continue to modernize their IT operations?
Well, we see a strong desire, and it's a pretty consistent one with our partner community to drive innovation and pass it on to their customers, their agency customers. But I would say it always starts with customer needs and anticipating and identifying what are those game changers. And partners are making more and better use of their data and AI and ML capabilities to get deeper insights into their businesses, as well as free up their employees to tackle customer challenges and make a bigger difference. One interesting thing we're seeing with our partner communities through our work with Leidos on their edge to cloud, they're taking advantage of building on EC2 on AWS, as well as their own robust software factory model to break down stovepipes, accelerate modernization and migration, in this case for more mission-focused DoD applications. So through integrating cloud into the software factory model, AWS and Leidos are able to improve data quality, make sense of the tremendous amount of sensor data ingested, and ultimately enable faster warfighter decisions.
And then lastly, Dave, everybody continues to be rightly concerned about the escalating amount of cyber threats and the sophistication of those threats. How does using the cloud, and AWS in particular, help make agency IT operations more secure?
Well, security is our top priority at AWS, and AWS from the very beginning has been architected to be the most flexible and secure cloud computing environment available today. Our core infrastructure is built to satisfy the security requirements for military, global banking, and other high sensitivity organizations. We use the same secure hardware and software to build and operate each of our regions, so all of our customers benefit from the only commercial cloud that has had its service offerings and associated supply chain vetted and accepted as secure enough for top secret workloads. Our scale allows significantly more investment in security, policing, and countermeasures than almost any large company could afford themselves. And this is all backed up by a deep set of cloud security tools with more than 200 security compliance and governance services and features. And we have a shared responsibility model with our customers. And AWS manages and controls the components from the host operating system and the virtualization layer down to the physical security of the facilities in which the services operate. And our customers are responsible for building secure applications. Now, we provide a wide variety of best practices, documents, encryption tools, and other guidance our customers can leverage in delivering application level security measures. And also, AWS partners offer hundreds of tools and features to help customers meet their security objectives, ranging from network security, configuration management, access control, and data encryption.
Well, Dave Levy, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to join us here and talk about innovation and how AWS is contributing to the way government innovates and more securely operates its IT as well. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Wyatt. Always great to be here.